Hey everybody, welcome back to Blacklist Universe. I am your host Mike S. Miller, and I am here today drawing Carnage on a sketch cover, once again from the live stream on my Whatnot channel. The link will be in the description if you want to come over and watch me and converse with me as I do these live drawings on Whatnot. I've been doing them pretty much every day but Sunday recently. Come on over, Whatnot. You can buy, sell stuff, and watch people actually draw. There's a handful of us artists on there drawing pretty regularly. So if I'm not there, you can watch Elliot, Fernandez, Kevin Sharp, Gary Shipman, a handful of our friends, and some other professionals are on there too. Rob Liefeld sells a lot of stuff on there. But this is not a commercial for Whatnot, although I do want you to follow me over there, so please do hit that link in the description and come on over. This time I'm going to be talking about what am I going to be talking about this time? I'm going to be talking about Carnage, I guess. Why do I have so much fun drawing Carnage? I mean, I don't know. I love the monster element of him. I love like the teeth and the stretchiness and I don't know. It's so outside of the norm of me just drawing like, superheroes and chicks and whatnot. But it's really just that monstrous attitude and the sinewy kind of textures, and I honestly can't tell you why I have so much fun, but it just makes me like want to draw a book with creepy monstrous characters like this. And I don't know that I ever will, because it's not like content that I'm interested in. It's just plain old freaking fun to draw. So you're watching me here throw in what I'm always doing. I'm doing these rim lights where I pick a color that's something of a contrast to the main color. So obviously I used a green here because Carnage is all red and crimson and whatnot. And I do that rim light to give a fun like side lighting contrasty thing, so it's just not all one solid color. Then I'm going in here with a blue slate, which is sort of a purple-ish blue color I'm using as a base tonal layer. That honestly, in this case, I kind of overlapped it with the magenta, because I was using magenta and a couple different reds to do the red tones on Carnage. But it's good to just get in there and, have that single tone layer that you can use to lay in where you want your darkest shadows coming out of. Because when you're doing this, you're kind of building either one way or the other. You're either building light to dark or dark to light. And if you're starting with your highlights, then obviously you're going light to dark. You're starting with your shadows, like I'm doing here. I'm going dark to light, and then I'm just kind of moving through. I use 3 tones of red, the magenta, and then I think a slate red, and then what is that third red I'm using? I'm using a poppy red for the highest or the brightest color of red. If you see here on the neck, I did a quick study on my previous Venom trading card that I did for Dale Keown necks, because I just always love the way Dale Keown does necks. And it's like, I've always drawn the sinews and the veins and stuff, but I'm like, it's just never as cool as what Dale Keown does. So I did an actual study of how Dale Keown does his necks and his, when he's got all those sinews and veins and everything popping, what is the strategery that he's using there. And I figured it out. I just looked at it. It wasn't that hard to figure out. He's just layering and weaving the pectoral muscles and the neck muscles. I don't even know what the neck muscles are called, the ones that you see that stretch out when you tighten your neck up. He had them weave sort of like the serratus anterior on the side of the ribs, and the ribs and the latissimus dorsi kind of lean into. I'm sorry, I'm using all these anatomical terms. You probably don't know. Most people don't know what they mean. But if you look on the side of a bodybuilder's ribs, you see the ribs. And then you see these little muscles that web into the ribs. They weave into the ribs, right? Those are your latissimus dorsi. It's your lat muscles. Actually that's the serratus anterior. Your latissimus dorsi is the big muscle group on the side. The ones that bodybuilders, they kind of pull out and it looks like wings. They call them wings. Those are your lats, and then from your lats are these interweaving muscles that weave into your ribs, that connect to your ribs, they help you breathe, and they're called serratus anterior, and they look like basket weaving, right? Weaving right into the ribs. Well, that's kind of way these sinews or these muscles for your neck weave into your pectoral muscles. I never even noticed it before. I've taken physiology, I've studied anatomy, and I never noticed these before. And when I looked at the way Dale Keown does these, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so simple. It's like, obviously the muscle can't attach to the top of another muscle. The muscle has to be attaching to your collarbone, and so do your pectoral muscles. And so they kind of weave in together. And this is probably super boring for all of you. I'm sorry, but that's the part that got me like super interested in like doing more Venom and more Carnage stuff. And just like, I did it on the Wolverine piece I did too. I haven't posted that here, but you can see that on my Comic Art Fans page if you want to check it out. Go to Comic Art Fans and look up my name, and you'll see in my commissions folder all of this artwork that I've been doing lately. And I've been just really, really getting into these sketch covers and doing all of this marker artwork. And man, it's been so much fun to sort of get better at a new skill in my own trade, right? Like a lot of people, like, look at Mark Brooks. Mark Brooks is like master with the markers. But a lot of guys do. Adam Hughes will do marker covers. A lot of guys do marker covers. And I just never really spent enough time developing that skill, even though I've had these markers for like 30 years, honestly. And some of them, they still work like brand new. It's awesome. Some of them are super like dried out, like dry to the bone. And I just opened them up and I filled them up with alcohol. And the next day they were like new. So don't throw away your alcohol markers. I am all over the place today, but that's okay because you're here and you're stuck with me for now. And again, the reason I go in with my inks last is because I'm using traditional inks. My goal on all of these sketch covers is that I want to do sketch covers of such quality that if you saw it on the shelf at a store, you wouldn't think it's a sketch cover. You would just think it's a published cover, by a professional comic book artist of 33 years, which would be me. Even though it's not reduced inside, like, for those of you who don't know, we comic book professionals, we draw on 11 by 17 board, and then it's reduced 64% so that it fits on the cover of a comic book. Well, that means all of the lines get reduced in size. That's why you think, oh, look at all these teeny tiny fine details. We don't draw that size. We draw bigger and we shrink it down. But I'm trying to make it look like this could be just straight published from Marvel as an actual cover. And I'm trying to do that with every single cover commission that I do. Because first of all, I'm not in a rush. I'm just sitting here at home. I'm not, I'm not taking 20 commissions at a convention and hoping to get them all done before I leave the show, right? I'm just sitting here doing my commissions at the speed at which I would draw any cover for any company. And actually, frankly, I'm doing these at what I think would be a very decent rate, what I'm charging. You can go to my Whatnot and see what I'm charging. And if you think I'm out of my mind, then that's fine. But, I've gotten lots of commissions. I keep going every day. And it doesn't matter how many I get. I'm still going to just do them at the speed of quality. So I'm doing them as well as I can. I have a saying in my house. I teach it to all my kids. Everything you do, do it to the best of your ability. And that's why I take the time to edit out all the little wasted time moments in these videos. I'm not just slapping a video on here, speeding up the time, and then talking over it. I actually spend a good amount of time on each video editing out all of the pauses of me like searching around for pens or looking for reference and all the little moments in time. I don't generally just sit down and bang out a piece with no interruption in my day. So I just want you to appreciate how much time I'm spending editing this because, like I said, everything you do, do it to the best of your ability. If you want to make a video, you make it to the best of your ability. You want to do a cover, you do it to the best of your ability. You want to be a good person, do it to the best of your ability. Whatever it is in life. You want to cook a steak, please, if you're going to cook a steak, please, for the love of all that is holy and the life that cow gave for your meal, cook it to the best of your ability. Please and thank you. medium rare. If you're cooking it well done, then you've gone too far. Become a vegetarian. If you're going to eat well done meat, just be a vegetarian, please, for the sake of the cows. Thank you. Anyways, once again, this is not a Whatnot commercial, but if you do want to actually come and chat with me, I'm not going to be doing these live on YouTube. It just doesn't seem like the place for it. And, you know, one of the cool things about Whatnot is I can sit here and listen to copyrighted music or copyrighted books on tape. I'm listening to the Two Towers right now, and I can do it while I'm live and still chat with the people in the chat, and I'm not going to get a copyright strike or anything like that. And then I can just, you know, record these on OBS, bring them back over, do the time-lapse video for you to enjoy, you know, a little, 15-minute video here instead of getting stuck watching me for 3 hours noodle on a Carnage page. Now, I know some people are like, please upload the 3-hour videos, but I'm like, there's no sound. There's no sound. What do you want me to do on this 3-hour video where there's no sound? You just want me to upload a... Well, I guess I could upload it and then you could listen to the Two Towers while you're watching it. Or you could listen to, you know, somebody else on some debating, arguing, whatever thing. You could, you know, be having a conversation with your mother. Call your mother. Don't forget to call your mother. Whatever it is you want to do, I don't know. I'll think about it. I will think about uploading the 3-hour silent videos of these, but honestly, I don't think they'll get that many views, so it might not be worth it. It might not be worth the time it takes to upload the videos because they're all high res. They're like this quality, but, you know, 3 hours long. So it's, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine how long that would take to upload. If you can't tell, I am filibustering because I have another 2 minutes to go in this video and I don't know what else to talk about. How's your day going? How about I talk about Drawn and Quartered? Drawn and Quartered is a weekly show we do on Blacklist Universe. Me and, you know, some of my aforementioned friends get together every week and we draw something, some character. This week we did Ghost Rider because I had a Ghost Rider commission. That video should be coming at some point. I have a handful of these videos I haven't gotten to yet because, like I said, it takes time to actually edit these videos together and make them to the best of my ability, but eventually, hopefully, I'll get through all of them. So if you're a Ghost Rider fan, you know, like, subscribe, share, do all that fun stuff, and make sure you're here when that video does drop. If you do have any questions, comments, critiques, let me know in the comments section. If you have suggestions for other characters you want to see done, let me know in the comments section. And yeah, that's about it. This is just about finished for my Carnage. I think it came out pretty cool because it's so dang creepy. Thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like, subscribe, share, do all that fun stuff. And that's about it for today. I'll see you guys on Whatnot. Link in the description. God bless you all. We'll see you on the next video.